This is our huge Cat 324 extended reach excavator. You guys have seen this in so many of our videos, from pulling out the fire truck and the school bus, to digging out ponds, and building dirt bike jumps. But today, we're gonna drive it over to the garages so that we can clean it off and do its annual maintenance. So let's get started. First things first, turn the battery on. Luckily it was left off, so should start. You guys already saw me put new batteries in this thing, so we haven't had that problem in a while. Starts right up. Time to begin our journey to the garages. It's kind of a long drive in this thing. All right, we've hit our first obstacle. If you guys can remember, this road was washing out from one of the big storms we got.
This is the problem, but we're gonna, Matt's gonna fix it, so our garage.
That's the plan.
3, 2, 1, our garage.
I came out here, rebuilt the road, and buried a new pipe so that hopefully we can keep driving big equipment across here. Now I've driven the school bus across, but the school bus weighs probably 1/10 what this excavator does. So we're gonna see if it holds up to the excavator now. Fingers crossed. All right, the new road held up perfectly. Now we're gonna keep moving through these woods onto the garages. All right, here is our final obstacle. We've got this concrete driveway, and this big excavator weighs so much, and with its metal tracks, it'll actually chunk this apart, mess it up, crack it. We've got this plywood sitting here for just this reason. So we've got to lay out some plywood where the tracks are gonna go, try and minimize the damage. All right, we've got our concrete protection down. We'll drive it across and get it up to the pressure washer.
Moment of truth to see if Matt is about to break my concrete driveway up or not. The plywood is doing its job the best that it can, but it looks like a piece of plastic or like paper just folding under the weight of these treads. I think we're gonna be okay, but only one way to find out, and that's to look at it later. Now full speed ahead to the power washing station.
We made the road trip, and we're here. We're ready to start maintenance on this thing. First, it's in desperate need of a good cleaning. It's been out in the field for, I don't know how long, a long time. And so it's collected quite a bit of built up dirt everywhere. I mean, even over here, it's starting to grow grass. It's had so much dirt sitting here for so long. We're getting like a whole lawn growing over here. So it's long overdue.
To get the mud out of the tracks, you gotta start with a hammer and literally chisel it away. It packs in there so thick, it's literally like concrete, and no amount of power washing is gonna clean it. But once it's out, then we can start to power wash and go super thoroughly, top and bottom, up and down, and get all of the mud that is packed into here. And of course, we're gonna need to do more and more power washing, and a little bit of soap, and a little bit more rinsing, and a little more soap, and a little more power washing. This thing is not easy to clean, so when it gets dirty, it gets really dirty.
All right, we've got the big excavator all cleaned off. It's looking great. Hasn't been this clean in a long time. Now it's time for the oil change. So over here, we've got 2 5-gallon buckets of engine oil. We have an oil filter, all right, one for this machine, and some tools. Now doing this oil change is fairly simple actually. Because it's so big, I just have to go underneath and just loosen a little valve, and the oil will drain out. And then I come in here, and that's my oil filter. Just change that oil filter out, and then we'll climb up top, open up the little hood, and we can fill the engine back up with oil. So we come to the back of the excavator, climb down here, and there's this hose right here. Take a look up in here. Way up there is the engine, and there's a little valve up there I've got to turn, which will release the oil, and it'll come out of this hose. Let's see how this goes. I've not done this before. I haven't changed oil on a big piece of equipment like this before either. So I've got my buckets here to catch what comes out. There we go. All right, it's coming out kind of slow. I think I'll go and remove the oil cap up top just in case it's slowing it down. All right, well, I guess that's as fast as it's gonna go. Now we just play the waiting game. Wait for this bucket to fill up, and then we'll switch it to this one. I got the oil drained out. Now I just have to close up this valve, and then we can go change the oil filter, top this thing back up with fresh oil. That might drip out of the hose for a little while, but we're good to go. So now we got to drain the oil filter, which it's got this little fitting here. Put a hose on, see if I can get that to stay. And then should just be able to turn this guy, drain it into our bucket down below. And it's giving me a little trouble. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting. Well, it may not be that much in there, but this should be drained now. We've got our oil filter housing here. And then this is our new oil filter right here. We're gonna get this old filter out. Kind of stuck in there a little bit. Got a screwdriver here. Stuck. Oh, you know what? I bet you this. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And then the new one goes in. Got this in. Man, we're making quite a mess here, but we're getting there. All right, let's go put that filter back on. This just threads back on. Now we're ready to go back up to the top, fill it with oil. All right. We got our fresh oil, and we're back here at the top of the engine. Just gonna drop my funnel in here, and we'll pour our first bucket of oil in. So this thing takes, I think it was close to 8 gallons of oil. So we got 5 right here. So we'll just start by pouring all of this in and trying not to make a really big mess of it all. Okay, so just poke a vent hole here. Okay, start pouring. Try not to get it everywhere. There we go. We're filling up. Once this is full of oil, we can start it up and put it back to work. All right, we've got this thing filled up with oil. Double check our oil level, and you'll be able to see there. I don't know if you can, but it's right here between low and high. It's kind of where we want it, but I'm gonna go inside, fire it up for a second, and then we'll shut it off and check the oil level one more time. So by doing that, we filled the oil filter up. So it should have sucked up a bit of the oil. Again, I don't know if you can see, but we're right at the low mark. That's what I expected. So we'll top it up with just a little more oil, and we should be good. All right, and we are perfect. All right, and just like that, our giant cat excavator is ready for more projects. Comment down below what you think we should do with it next.